Hey, what's up everyone? How you guys doing today? Thanks for coming out to my crazy live stream. I definitely appreciate it. Let me go ahead and get this thing on here. Where is it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Alright, be right back. Streaming the video. There we go. There we go. Perfect. And I need to turn my headphones up. They're a little too quiet. And my headphones do not want to seem to get any louder today. They're a pain on my butt. But that's okay. And for some reason my camera's gone. Hold on a second. Well, I gotta copy and paste my camera because it disappeared. I don't want that. I want this. Alright, let me copy the camera. Copy. Let's go back to the other screen. This streaming software is a pain in the butt. Where was I at? Over here? Let me go ahead and paste. There it is. Perfect. There we go. At least you can copy and paste stuff really quickly and get it up there really fast when you need to. So that's a good thing. Alright, the Epic Gamer. What's up, Mech? How's it going? Mech got 10 million damage and 22 kills. That's not bad. Echo, hey, hey, just for fun. Avano, White Boy, same name. What we got today? Rajima, what's up? Yugus, hey, hey. I know I'm saying everybody's names wrong. Cool Burn, how are you today? We got Brent. What's up, Brent? Katie. Katie is Ned, I do believe. What's up, Ned? Prime, hey, hey. Echo says, do we have to finish the Pixel Easter egg to get the new map? I don't think so. I don't know, though. I don't know. I think that's just to get a couple of prizes. I think you're talking about that investigation deal, right? You can get a couple of prizes from that. But I don't think that has anything to do with the new map. I think the new map is actually still in testing, you know. Thoughts on the Luchador? Alright, so Ward Luchador is a very good Titan. Why do I have a countdown to my live stream starts? That way you can start it kind of early. You can start it a couple of minutes early. Give people a time to get in here and let the advertisement play and all that junk. And then I don't know about most people, but I think a lot of streamers have a timer like that just for those reasons. Alright, is shell good? I don't like the shell, honestly. I'm not a fan of the shell. Like, I can't seem to do much with it at all. Now, there may be some people out there that actually like it. Let me move the mic over a little bit. It's kind of, it's covering my face a little too much. There we go. That's a little better. But every time I drop in a shell, no matter how I have it set up, it just kind of goes down in a couple of seconds. I can copy somebody else's build that had a really good shell, and I cannot keep the shell alive. For me, it just dies. I don't know how some people have durable shells, but either something is wrong with mine or shell absolutely sucks. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Edward, what's up? I would much rather play an Ares over a shell any day, but that's just me. I don't know if everybody would feel the same way, but that's how I feel about it. I do like the Ares, alright? I like the Ares a lot, but I don't like the shell. Okay, so Epic says, if a YouTube bug occurs when a comment duplicates, does that person still get blacklisted? You gotta be pretty... Alright, so there's certain people that come over and they enter their ID 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 times, not joking. Those are the type of people who get blacklisted. If your ID is in there twice and we see it, we just delete one of them. Or something along the lines of that, so. If we notice there's a certain person that keeps doing it over and over and over, then they might get blacklisted. But if you make a mistake like once or twice, you know, it's understandable. Dicka, how's it going? Alright, same, always plays Mark III shell. Well, it sounds like you like it. Doesn't work for me. Some people have figured out how to keep it alive. I don't know why or how, but mine doesn't work. How was Crisis with Zeus? Last time I played Zeus, I was very disappointed with the amount of damage it does. I don't think I've tried it on Crisis, or if I have, I don't really remember. But last time I played the Zeus, I would say the damage was underwhelming. I didn't feel that it was doing enough damage, so I don't particularly care for the Zeus. I mean, if you're in the lower leagues or something, it's probably okay. But I think when you move up into the higher leagues, you might kind of not be super happy with something like the Zeus. It's not a horrible thing, but it's not the greatest at the same time, I guess you would say. Alright, so Pack Gamer WSR, is the Rook a good Titan after the nerf? I think the Rook is still very good, yes. Now, the only problem is the new Titan flamethrowers will kill the Rook through his shield, so if you see somebody with flamethrowers, you probably want to stay away from them, but overall, I would say yes, the Rook is pretty good. It's not as good as it used to be, but it's still pretty good. Dark Matter, what's up, buddy? Alright. Is the Kraken Indra good? Oh, Kraken Indra's way better than the Kid. The Kid is the worst Titan out of them all. The Kraken Indra is way, way better than the Kid, so I like the Indra a lot. Indra's a very nice Titan right now. Why did the music stop playing? Hold on a second. Something happened to the music. Let me turn it back on. Audio playback. Oh, I see what happened. 1 second. There we go. These audio systems these days are crazy. Alright, so Dark Matter says, what's better, the Brisant Shatter Splinter or the Hammer Mason Cudgel as far as shotguns go? I think they're both pretty decent, but right now I like the Hammer Mason Cudgel a little bit better. I feel like the Hammer Mason Cudgel is actually just a little bit better. So personally, I would go with those myself. That's a guy, yes, you can build a Skyrose in the workshop, and it's actually quite good. So I think Skyrose is great if you're looking for something that's going to stay in the ball all the time, right? With the Skyrose, you don't really want to come out of the ball much. But if you want something just to like hang out in the ball and just roll around the map and get beacons, I think that's an excellent choice. Lynx with dual fang bow weapons would be very, very good. Now, I don't know what you're talking about, tiny grasshopper tiers or whatever, but fang bow Lynx is great. If you're comfortable playing the Lynx up close, go for it. Alright, so Mech says, do the Titan repair amplifiers work on the same as normal repair amplifiers where you just need one leveled up? So, the Titan repair amplifiers, I'm not sure if they're working the way they were intended to work. But right now, I would say all repair amplifiers work better if you level them up. Now, I mean, if you're running a nuclear amplifier, you only need one to be leveled up. But when it comes to the repair amps, I feel like you're getting more if they're leveled up. So yes, for some reason they're stacking in ways I don't think they're supposed to stack at the moment. I don't know if that's something they're just going to leave or if they're going to change it eventually. But right now, I think you do want to upgrade those. I don't think you just want to run one maxed out and one at level 1 because it seems like everything stacks at the moment. So what we found in our testing that we did a couple months ago was the maxed out ones are better compared to running one maxed and one not. Now, I guess it's possible that that has changed since we did the testing, but last time we did the testing, that's how it worked. Oh yeah, this is really old game footage here, guys. On the question and answer streams, we just have some old game footage that plays. I can't play and pay attention to all the chat at the same time, so... Lucas says, Tumulus is giving me a hard time lately. I am trying to get my headphones to turn up. I don't like these Bluetooth headphones with all this touch a button junk. Hold on. One of these... There we go. There we go. I don't like these touch buttons. Alright, so it's a possibility they might have sent the winners out. I did turn in the list of winners on the 17th. I'm probably going to be announcing the winners today. I need to make a video to announce the winners, so... There's a possibility she already sent them. I mean, after the giveaway ends, sometimes it can take 2 weeks for everything to show up, but yeah, I finished up the winners list on the 17th and it's all finalized, so I will be announcing that maybe later today if I get a chance. If I can, I'm going to make a video about that either today or tomorrow. I am AOI. What's going on, buddy? I am Oi, is that right? AOI? I don't know how to say that. But, yeah. What nerfs happened? I mean, none. I mean, there was a bunch of nerfs a couple months ago, but nothing recently. Alright, so Dark Matter, I'm having a lot of fun with the Phantom. I think the Phantom is a great little beacon runner. If you don't have a good beacon runner, I think if you drop Phantom as your first robot, it's really nice. I mean, I like the Phantom. It's very fun to play. It's semi-durable right now, and it's a good time. So, if that seems like something that you think would fit your playstyle, you might want to take a look at it. But, I mean, I did that live stream the other day with the Phantom. I did a Phantom build recently, and I probably had that Phantom in my hangar for about 6 or 7 days before I finally took it out and removed it. And it's not because I needed to take it out. I changed my hangar around constantly because I'm trying out different builds and stuff for the YouTube channel. But I like the Phantom so much, I left it in. After I did the video, I left it in for several days because I was just enjoying playing it. Now, not everybody's gonna like everything, but man, it's fun to play. It's very fun to play. Bill Burns says, you never come out of your ball with a Skyros unless you sneak up from behind. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you sneak up from behind, come out of the ball, wait for a second, attack somebody, and that way you can get right back into the ball the second you need to. So you gotta really know what you're doing in order to come out of the ball in the Skyros. So Epic Gamer, I like the blast shotguns a lot. The slug shotguns, I'm guessing you're talking about the shatter type of weapons, but I like those. But right now, I've been really enjoying the cudgel mason hammers. I said, Edward says, I'm still leveling up my fang bows in order for me to use it for my links. Yeah, fang bows are great on there. Lynx is a nice weapon. Lucy says, Reaper or Prisma? I don't know right now, okay? I need to test the Reapers out. I haven't played them lately. I do know Prisma to me feels like a decent weapon. I don't think it's great. I don't love it. I don't dislike it. I think it's just kind of okay. But I haven't really got a chance to play the Reapers much lately. So that's something I need to get in there and test. So I don't actually have an answer on that right now. I'm sorry. But I don't think I've played those. I can't remember trying them out since they got nerfed. But most people I know don't enjoy playing them or have removed them and replaced something else because they're just saying the reload's too long and they don't like the Reapers at the moment. But I haven't got to test them yet. What robots are best to make in the workshop? Kind of depends on what game mode you play, but Skyros, Fenrir, Invader, Ravena, Phantom. I think Leech, Hades, Ares can be good. Those are three of my later on choices. Ravena, if I didn't mention that. Harpy or Siren can be good. Depends on what type of robot you like, what game mode you're playing, and stuff like that. But those are some of my top choices right there from the workshop. So I don't really do the hanger review things on the stream. I tried that before and it was really chaotic and messy and everybody wanted reviewed. And it takes like 5-6 minutes of review. But if you let me know what robots you're playing, I'll let you know if the robots are good in my opinion. Just type in I'm playing this, 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 and this, and I'll tell you if I like those robots or not. Luchador versus Rook, who would win in your opinion? Depends on what weapons are on the robot, Laud. So if the Luchador had flamethrowers, it would probably beat the Rook. Let's just say they both had Avoras. I would say that would boil down to whoever played their robot better. But right now, I would say I do think that the Luchador is probably a little bit stronger than the Rook overall, if you build it correctly. I think they're very comparable, but if you're getting hit with flamethrowers, I would rather have a Luchador with 4 repair amplifiers on it. Alright, so Dark Matter says the Gauss are very good sniper weapons. Yeah, I haven't played those since they got buffed either. I don't really do much with sniping. I don't have the patience to sit in the back and snipe. I like to get up in your face and fight. I like to get in there and just get right up in it. Get right up in that fight and be like, bam, ba-bam, bam, bam, and punch people, punch robots in the face. Be like, bam, I beat up your robot. Don't ask. Don't ask. Hopefully you guys got a good laugh out of my goofiness. All right. Oh, man. Theo Boss, what's up, buddy? I know I'm goofy. But you gotta have a little fun in life, right? What's up, Piper? How you doing today? Dark Matter got a good laugh. Nice. Alright. Type in says something about Revenant. Now, I do like Revenant. Revenant is very good. That's in the workshop as well. That's another nice robot. Not everybody seems to do well with the Revenant, but the people who do really seem to like it. So you can do excellent with the Revenant, in my opinion. I think Revenant is a very cool robot. Epic Gamer says, try out the Loki with the Kestrel. You know, Loki's cool, but there's a lot of people running those Seeker drones now, and they have anti-stealth. So if somebody can see your Loki, you're pretty much dead. So that's the main reason I'm not playing the Loki, is there's too many people running anti-stealth. Not even the seeker drone, but there's a lot of people running those modules, because there's a lot of robots that currently go in and out of stealth all the time. So there's a load of people running anti-stealth stuff, which kind of kills the Loki off, in my opinion. Now, if the anti-stealth wasn't all over the battlefield, man, Loki would be a beast. That Loki would still be a beast. I am says I'm in champion 12. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. All right, Dragster says, is the Mender good with the 30% gray repair pilot? Yes. Now, I will mind you, not everybody can figure out how to play the Mender properly. Some people are excellent Mender pilots, and if you're one of those people, you'll probably love it. But not everybody can play the Mender. But if you get the hang of the Mender, it's actually really, really good once you put that pilot on it. I think it's a little tricky to play, and you gotta really play the Mender as a support. It's not really designed to be a brawler. What you're supposed to do is get in there, heal your teammates, and then back out of there and get back behind cover and hide for a while. You're really supposed to support people, so I like to run them with lockdown weapons. That way I can help my teammates by locking people down. I can support them with healing when I need to, and then I can get back to cover or get back further where I can just play from long range with like the Pulsar and Magnetars and lock people. So there are some people who have figured out how to brawl with the Mender, and they've gotten really, really, really good at it. But brawling with the Mender is very hard to do well, but there are a few people who are good at it. So should you make a Mender? Well, yes, if you end up being somebody who can play it, and no, no if you suck with it. And unfortunately, there's no way to know if you're going to be good with it or if you're going to suck with it until you actually get to try it out. So that's a hard one to answer. Normally, I would say yes or no, but it's very hit and miss on people's opinions on that robot. I would say the majority of people are not as good with it as they would like, and then they give up on it. But the people who do take the time to really learn it, love it. So that could go either way for you. All right, Hyper says, what weapons are good on the Lynx? Redeemers. Redeemers and more Redeemers. Awesome. Oh, crap sandwiches. The radiation weapons. Blights, hazards, and decays, right? Whichever one's the heavy one, those are very good on there if you want to play them from a distance. If you want to play really close, I would say the new Feng bow weapons are really good. Very hard to play, but that's a good setup. Hammers are decent. Not my favorite, but I do like the hammers on there if you like that type of game style. But one of my favorites is the Redeemers. I love the Redeemers. Alright, so I am likes Magnums. Every time I play the Magnums, even if I put Magnums on a Dagon with the autopilot, and I got 6 of them, I still feel like they're a little bit underwhelming for me, but I don't really care for the Magnums. Sometimes I'll play Magnums when I'm playing Redeemers and Terrans, but I just don't really like the Magnums by themselves, personally. Some people do, but not for me. How high of a level should you be on your robots and weapons before you get to Champion League? I'm going to say you should probably have a minimum of level 12. Preferably level 6 Mark II. Level 12, you're probably going to get in the Champion League, and if you're a really, really good player, you'll probably be able to do okay with it if you play very carefully and strategically, but there's a good chance you're going to struggle with level 12 robots and weapons. I mean, once you get them to the Champion League, you're going to be going up against mainly people who are maxed out. You're going to see a lot of maxed out players or people who are close to maxed out. So you gotta really have good stuff, good leveled stuff to get into champion right now. Or you have to be a really, 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 really good pilot. Alright, Spaceamon, whatever that says. Ravena, Curry, Demeter, Ultimate Fenrir, and Dagon. Alright, that's a good setup. I like Ravena, I like Curry, I like Demeter, I like Fenrir, and I like Dagon. That's an excellent hanger in my opinion. If you're asking for me to review that or let you know what I think of those robots, I'm a big fan of all of them, especially the Curry. Curry is amazing right now. But yeah, that's a nice setup. Luca says, Rook, Bahu, Lynx, Unknown Ochikochi, Freedom Skyros, Warrior Typhon, and Techno Scorpion. That's a nice little hanger. I like everything in your hanger there. All very good stuff, actually. I'm trying to figure out how to say somebody's name here. He says, you can call me Archangel. Alright, Archangel. Hello, welcome to the stream. I cannot read your actual name there. I'm bad at reading. But welcome. Alright, beginner weapons for the crisis. You know, if as a set of starter weapons, like I always say, throw a Thunder on there and throw 3 Punishers on there. They're super cheap to upgrade, and they're gonna carry you up until you can actually start getting really good weapons to put on it. I mean, honestly, just throw Punisher and Thunder and Punisher T on everything as a new player. You'll save a lot of resources, and then when you actually get something that's really, really good, then you put it on and start leveling that up. But a lot of people who are newer try and level up everything they get, and they put a lot of resources into stuff that's not very good. For some reason, the Punisher, Punisher T, and Thunders are so much cheaper to upgrade than anything else in the game. You can get those up to like, you know, you can get those up to a really decent level really fast. And you can actually play those up into Champion League. I mean, I wouldn't want to be playing Thunders in Champion League. Alright, Thunders are the first thing I would try to replace, but Punisher and Punisher T, I have no problem playing those in Champion League even today. I don't like the 10-second reload time, but the amount of damage they do is good. If Punisher and Punisher T had like a 5-second reload, I would play them all the time. They're actually that good. The reload sucks, but they're great weapons besides that. So that's probably one of the best things you can do as a new player is just throw that stuff on there. Dark said, I was able to get into Champion League with a Mark 1 level 10 hanger. So Dark, that's where I was at when I got to Champion League as well. And it was rough. I thought it was very, very rough. But that was a few years ago. I'm sure it's worse now than it is back then. Do I think the Phantom is better than the Lynx? Alright, so they're both very different, Dark. Lynx has one style of the gameplay. The Phantom has another. I look at Phantom as more of like, how would I classify a Phantom? It's a weird little robot. Like it's, you run in, if you get in trouble, you just teleport out and leave. It's kind of like I guess it's like a hit and run robot, to where the Lynx is more of an in-your-face fighter. So they're both very different. I can't really say that one's better than the other. But it would probably depend on, if I had to choose between the two, I guess it would depend on what game mode I was playing. If I was playing a beacon game, I would probably go with the Phantom, just because I think the Phantom's a great little beacon runner. Lynx is decent at getting beacons, but I think the Phantom's a really good beacon runner, and it's more fun to play than the Lynx. But they're both really good. I mean, you can't really compare the two because they're so different. You know what I mean? I think that one's really going to boil down to personal preference, but when it comes to which one's probably going to get the most kills and do the more damage, I would say the Lynx is probably going to be the overall better fighter. So it just depends on how you're using it. Alright, so Yogyu says I play Scorpion with Havocs, Ares Invader, Mender, Mercury. Okay, Mercury sucks. You're going to want to get rid of the Mercury. I'm sorry. So Mercury is one of those deals where it's fun in the lower leagues, but once you get up to champion, you're going to be like, oh my god, this bot is not doing well for me. So you're going to want to replace the Mercury, right? Your Scorpion's good. I think your Scorpion's great. Your Ares and Invader and your Mender are all nice. You know, Cremola Razdar weapons are all good. So yeah, I mean, if you can get something to replace that Mercury, you've got a nice little hanger there overall. So I'd say that's pretty good. Scorpion's a lot of fun. So Glory, I'm not a fan of Glory, but unless you have the ultimate Glory. If you got the ultimate Glory, that's really good, but the regular one just doesn't do enough damage anymore. But I would say if you can replace that one robot with something a little better, you'll have a nice hanger there. Alright, so a Phantom with Shatter, Splinter, Mace, Cudgel, or the Ultimate Corona. Oh, go to the Ultimate Coronas. If you got ultimate weapons, yeah, put that on there. That'll beat some people up. Stellar Halo, I'm not really thrilled with those. I don't love the Halos, but the ultimate version of those shotguns are nasty. I think maybe like a the ultimate Corona with, I don't know, cudgels would be a kind of a cool setup. I think you would really enjoy that setup, honestly. I am says, what's everybody's favorite robot, putting aside power? If I could play any robot in the world just because it's fun, oh man, I'll tell you, one of my all-time favorites, just like for the fun factor, and I really enjoyed playing it, was always the Yao Jun. I love the Yao Jun as far as it was just such a fun robot. Unfortunately, it's not that good right now, but they did just come out with a brand new Ultimate Edition Yao Jun. I think I'm going to do a video on that tomorrow. It's much better than I expected. I played it a little bit, and the Ultimate Yao Jun is way better than I thought it was going to be. Alright, so guys, there's a lot of comments coming in. I'm trying to answer all the questions. I know I'm probably missing some. I'm sorry. Alright, is the 200 giveaway still active? The Fengbo giveaway has finished. The Mothership and the Shenlao giveaway, those are both still going right now. So I got 100 Motherships and 100 what's that thing I just said? It Shenlaos. Those two giveaways are still active. But the Fengbo giveaway has ended. TWVIP says, help me. Should you upgrade your shotgun Scorpion? Scorpion's good. It depends on what shotguns you're putting on it, though. I like Scorpion, and I do like shotguns, but I don't like all of the shotguns. So it depends on which ones you have. If you got any Ultimate Edition shotguns, those are amazing, but I don't like the Halos, I don't like the Coronas, and I don't like the Glories, but any other shotgun in the game right now, I do like. But when it comes to the Scorpion, I would say Ultimate shotguns, the Sonic weapons, or the new weapons like the Lemming. Those are all really, really good setups. But I could easily play like the hammer and cudgels on it. Not the hammer, the mace and the cudgels on a scorpion and really enjoy that as well. Nobody's won the 100 Shinla giveaway. It's going till the end of the month. So that one's still got quite a while to go. Alright, so Flexi Fan says, why did you start playing War Robots? What was the reason? I've been playing this game for almost 10 years. Why did I start playing this game? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I saw it on the Play Store one day, or I saw an advertisement or something and said, hey, that looks cool. That's the best guess I can give you, because I cannot remember what happened 10 years ago, but I must have saw the game, or I might have just been scrolling through the Google Play Store looking for something new to play and saw it. Not really sure. My memory is absolutely terrible, so unfortunately I can't really give you a good answer on that. I can only take a guess. Just for fun says his favorite robot is the Arachnid Invader. Yeah, that's an awesome robot. I really like that one as well. Alright, Ataku says, I have a massive upgrade in my hangar just in 3 months. I have a Lynx, Scorpion, Ravena, Fenrir, and Crisis. Yeah, Fenrir Redeemers and Tyrans. Not bad, not bad. Ravena with spikes. I don't really like the spikes anymore. Shield's great, but kind of low damage. But yeah, everything else is pretty good. Crisis with Zeus. Do you like the Zeus? I'm not a fan of Zeus, actually, but... Ward, as far as I know, nothing is getting nerfed. He's asking if the Luchador is getting nerfed. As far as I know, all the nerfs that they're planning on doing right now have already happened. I haven't heard anything about a Luchador nerf. I mean, I've heard some rumors going on, but I'm pretty sure they're just rumors. I haven't seen Pixonic announce anything about any more upcoming nerfs, so I wouldn't worry too much about that unless you actually see Pixonic announce it. Now, if you see one of the YouTubers like, like me or Adrian or, Manny or Predator or someone say it, then yeah, there might be something to it. But as far as I know, I haven't seen anything like that yet. TW said the Mace and Cudgel Shotgun. Yeah, that's a nice setup, actually. I would definitely run that on a Scorpion. I would rather run something a little different, but I could easily run Mace and Cudgel Shotgun Scorpion. It's a very good build overall. Hyper says, same horrible memory skills. Yep. Memory skills, I have not. Dark said, I've been playing this game for almost 10 years too, but the reason why, because of the targeted ads. So ads got you into the game, I take it. There's somebody named Me. Hello, Me. Hello to me, right? I don't know. Is there any way to counter the homing machine guns, Discordia, Telembus? Not really. You gotta hide somewhere. Like, you find a wall, get behind the wall, and just kind of like push your little robot right up against the wall. And if you position yourself correctly and the wall is big enough, those weapons won't be able to hit you. And then you wait for that person to run out of ammo and then kind of go after them. But there's no good way to counter them or anything other than that. Now, if you're an Indra, you can go into your little, invisibility thing and not get hit. If you're a Rook, those things will hit your shield, and then you can protect yourself with your shield until it breaks. If you got the new Bedware Titan, you can put up this purple shield. That's about all I can think of. There's really no good counter for a lot of that stuff these days. But if you hide in the right spot, those things won't get you. Those things are hard to deal with. So yeah, Epic, the Papa Mobile Hawk, that was a limited edition one that you can't get. It was so there was a game called Serious Sam, and Pixonic in that game kind of had a little deal with each other for a short period of time where they promoted each other. So during the Serious Sam event, there was a Papa Mogul or Papa Mobile Hawk. I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, it's white and pink, and for some reason it reminds me of a dog, but I actually have 2 of those. I'm not really sure how I got 2, but I have 2 of those. And they're very rare, very interesting. And I don't think you're going to ever be able to get those again unless like Pixonic does another thing with that game, because it was just like a limited time edition where the games were trying to promote each other, I guess. So alright, so Other says, which robot should I build, Ravna or Typhon? Oh, man. So they're both really good. They both die very easily. I think Typhon, if you play with 500 or 600 meter weapons and use it as a support robot, it's probably going to be a lot easier to play than the Ravna. Personally, that's a hard one to answer because they're both kind of hard robots to play right now, but they're both actually really good. I'm thinking most people would probably enjoy the Typhon more than the Ravna, because the thing with the Ravna is it's all about timing the abilities, and not everybody's good at timing the abilities on the Ravna. So you have to have exceptionally good ability timing to do well with the Ravna. To where with the Typhon, you just kind of stay back and shoot at stuff and run around, and if you use cover good and keep your distance, you can rack up a lot of kills as a support robot. But the Ravna is much harder to play, I think. So I can't really say that one's better than the other because they're both so different, but I think most people would be happier with the Typhon. Dark says, I remember the Serious Sam event. I managed to get 2 biomechanical nucleons. I think that's what they were called. Whatever it was. He typed out a word that I can't read. See, I'm dyslexic. I don't know. Bio something. Bionucleons. We'll just call him that. And he got a Serious Sam pilot. Yeah, I got the pilot. I never got any of the weapons, but I did get the pilot. I got the drone. The Octanian drone, I think it was called. And I got the Hawk. Do I think that the Dagon needs a nerf? Not really. I don't really think that the Dagon needs a nerf, personally. It's a very strong robot, but it's not that hard to take down once you get through the shield. The shield does regenerate a little bit too fast, so I think if they were going to nerf it, I would say slower shield regeneration would be the way to do it. But the only thing I think that makes it overpowered is the fact that the shield's strong and it's got a lot of firepower. But those don't really bother me. I don't mind fighting against Dagons on the battlefield. They don't bother me at all. So personally, I don't have a problem with it. I think they're fine the way they are. Spaceman says Indra is quite good against Eiffel. Oh yeah. Says if you can isolated fight, Lasso can kill them if timed properly. No shooting at it when it's in the air though. Need patience in the battle. I agree with you, buddy. I'm dyslexic. I'm sorry I read that all messed up. But yeah, I agree with you on that. I definitely agree with you on that. I'm a very bad reader, so. Me says Typhoon Hazard still rocks. Oh yeah, that's a great setup actually. Oh man, Ralph wants to know what's the best Cossack build. Well, I would say none at all, honestly. Replace it with another robot as soon as you can. That's the best thing you can do with a Cossack. It's fun to play. It's a cool little robot, but it sucks. It's the worst robot in the game, basically. That's why they start you off with that and the Destrier, because they're terrible little robots, and they're fun, but they're terrible. It's gonna be interesting to see what this ultimate Destrier does when it comes out. The last time I used my Typhon was when I had rust rockets. Ah, yeah, that was a fun time, actually. I remember those weapons. They were very good for a while. Portugal, what's up, buddy? He says, I think Luchador will be the next Titan to get nerfed. Yeah, you know, the Luchador is super strong, but I don't think it's the Luchador that's strong. I think it's the Luchador running 4 repair amplifiers or 3 repair amplifiers. That's what's making it strong, is those repair amps. If you take those off of there and take off some of the pilot skills, Luchador is not that good. Alright, so Decay Hazard or Redeemer Tehran, what's better? Alright, so overall, I would say Decay and Hazard is probably going to do overall more damage than Redeemer Tehrans. Now, Redeemer Tehrans are way easier to aim, but I think if you can get the hang of aiming the other weapons, the radiation weapons, you're going to be able to do more overall damage with them. Now, Redeemer itself is amazing. I would rather play a Redeemer, depending if I needed the range or not. If I didn't need the range, I would play the Redeemer over the radiation weapons any day. But when it comes to Tehrans versus radiation weapons, the radiation weapons win all day long, damage-wise. Tehrans are good, but they're not as good, right? But Redeemer is still one of the best weapons in the game, in my opinion. If you don't mind a 350 meter range, the Redeemer packs a punch. Alright, so should you upgrade a Seraph with a Decay or a Scorpion with Mace? I would much rather play the Scorpion and Mace. Seraph is Scorpion's a great little assassin. You teleport in, get some shots off and leave. Teleport in, get some shots off and leave. Rack up a couple of kills really quick. Seraph, I don't know. It's just, I don't feel like Seraph is doing super good these days. But Scorpion, if you play it right, can be excellent still. So I would go with the Scorpion any day of the week. But Scorpion is definitely a hit-and-run assassin type of robot. It's not something you want to be out in the open with. It's not something you want to get up in somebody's face and brawl with. You want to teleport in, do as much damage as you possibly can, and then teleport out and leave before anybody shoots you. That's the goal. If you can play it right, it's very devastating and very annoying to the enemy. Shadow says, I'm making a Fenrir. So you got Decay, Sonic Weapons, Venom, and Atomizers. Alright, so let me tell you a little bit about Atomizers. They are very good overall weapons. They're very interesting. The cool thing about something like an atomizer is when you're at point blank, let's just say you're right up in somebody's face, right next to them, you don't ever have to worry about reloading those weapons. You can just keep shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting. Now, if you're playing from a distance, they overheat and the bullets spread out all over the place. And if you're at a distance, the majority of those shots are going to miss everybody. But at point blank, even if they overheat, you're still going to hit every single shot, and you don't have to worry about the reload. So that's what makes those weapons really, really good. But I feel like the decay type of weapon is probably overall still going to do more damage. Decay is harder to aim up close. It's better as a longer range weapon, but it's still super good. Hold on a second. Hold on. Wait. Am I having a brain fart? Decay is the radiation weapon, right? Or is that the DOT weapon? Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart here. I know you mentioned the DOT weapons too. I lost the comment, so... Oh, there it is. Yeah, decay is the radiation weapon. I like it. Venoms are okay, right? Venoms are definitely playable. Those are the DOT weapons. And they're nice, but personally, I don't think they're as strong as they used to be. They're a little bit underwhelming. Now, they do work on a tank. They still work, but they wouldn't be my top choice. But I would probably go with the decay myself. The thing I don't like about Sonics is they have way too long of a reload time. So once you're right up in somebody's face and fighting other tanks, you got to sit there and wait for that thing to reload. And that kind of puts you at a disadvantage. The damage is huge, right? The damage is huge, but the reload's horrible. All right, so Ralph is making a sad face for some reason. Sorry you're sad, Ralph. Cossack without weapons. Gamer 786, what's going on? Sloppy Skyros, what's up? All right, Ralph says, should I put shotguns, audio, or Bane weapons on the Orochi? I would go with Wait, are you talking about Sonic weapons or Banes? I would probably go with the Sonic weapons on the Orochi. That's a hard robot to play and keep alive these days. If you have Redeemers, I would probably go with Redeemers if you have them on the Orochi, but any of those setups would be okay. But I don't really like the Sonic weapons or the Banes that much on the Orochi right now. I mean, both will be fine if that's all you have, but wouldn't be my top choices. I'd rather have like the Hazard Decay type of weapon up there, where you got a lot of range so it can do damage from a distance, because it does die very fast these days. I mean, I know it just got a little buff, but I don't think it's that strong. Alright, so Dragster says, is the Striker good for the Elming? I mean, Strikers are cool, but there's one major problem with something like a Striker. You got one shot. If that shot misses, or if a shield pops up, or if somebody goes into stealth, you got to sit there and wait for that thing to reload, which is a little bit of a long reload. And you don't really have a way to defend yourself when you're reloading, so I don't particularly like those weapons. I mean, they're okay weapons. I feel they do decent damage and all, but I feel like you have no way to defend yourself. You get that one shot, and then you're like a setting duck until you get your reload. So I'm not into those, actually. Me says, do you think the Aether Titan needs a buff? I think Aether is an awesome Titan right now, and I think it would be awesome if it had a buff. So yeah, that would be great, actually. Now, right now, if I think you put like the machine gun, the bendy bullet machine guns on your Aether, I think you can do really well with it. I think it's definitely still playable, but you need to keep a good 500-600 meter distance and stay back a little bit, and it should do okay. But it would be nice to see that get buffed up a little bit and become a little bit stronger. Sloppy Skyros says, I use Luchador with a North Light. I think I'm going to use my Paladin. Dark Matter is using the Paladin. I mean, Paladin's good. Avalon is probably the best mothership you can get right now. But Paladin's decent. I mean, if you can get an Avalon, I would run it, right? If not, just use whatever you got. That's how I look at it. Portugal says yes, but repair amps are good for Every Titan, but too much for the luchador. Well, here's the thing. If you're running 3 or 4 repair amplifiers, your robot can become almost invincible. If you have a luchador with like 2 of those, it's not as bad. But when it's got like 4, it charges up to the max really fast. And then it becomes almost invincible with almost full health. So it's crazy. It gets crazy. Dark says Bane did get a nice buff after the rebellance. Yeah, it did get a buff. I'm trying to remember. I know I played it after the rebellance, but I don't remember thinking it was one of the better weapons in the game after the rebellance, but it's a nice weapon. It's still not going to be one of my first choices, but it is a nice weapon. Kron says, I still don't have enough to get a paladin. What's up, Blue Dragon? How you doing today? Man, my right in between my eyes, I was doing this on my last live stream. I can't remember if that was the other channel or this channel's live stream, but like I got this little thing in between my eyes. It's just like twitching. It's so weird when that happens. I don't like it. Like I'm pushing on the little muscle right in between my eyes there. Maybe they'll stop twitching. It's so weird. I don't know if you guys ever get those weird twitches, but I don't like them. Alright. What modules for your Fenrir? Alright, so if you're going for durability, I would say 2 of the immune amps and 1 repair amp. If you just want all around good, 1 repair, 1 nuke, 1 immune will do you very, very well. But if you just want to be durable and don't care about the damage, 2 immunes, 1 repair amp. Mech would love an Aether buff. And then Kron says, me too. Me 3. I said that. I said me 3. Alright, so Shadow's using the Mantis mothership with durability extenders. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, so Dark Matter says the Bane was a 10% DOT effect. That's actually pretty decent, you know. The thing with the Bane is they don't do much damage at all. They do mostly DOT, so. Shadow says something about eye strain. No, I don't think it's eye strain. I mean, it could be, but it's not actually my eyes. It's like the little muscle like right in between my eyes here. Epic Gamer says if you could legally own any robot from War Robots in real life, what would it be? All right. Ares. It'd be an Ares. I would definitely own an Ares. It's got a purple shield. It looks really cool. I don't know. Me says, I think owning a Skyros would be fun. Now, Skyros would probably be the most fun to ride in, unless, imagine getting in the Skyros if the chair rolled upside down and you were just going around like this inside of it. That might not be very fun, so you might want to think twice about getting a Skyros. I'm trying to think though. What other robots? You know, a Fafnir might be better than the Ares in real life because that can fly and it can stay in the air as long as it wants. Think about that. If you were to own a flying robot, you could just kind of get in it, get up in the air and fly wherever you want to go and not have to worry about traffic and That might be better, actually. Maybe I would change my mind. I would forget about the coolness of the Aries and get a Fafnir. It's not as good as the Aries in my opinion. Some people probably think it is, but I just see many benefits of running one of those. Shadow says, imagine... Okay, Shadow, you would run into buildings and walls, and I don't think I would want an uncontrollable robot like Ochikochi where it just starts running and you have a hard time stopping it. You would end up falling off of a bridge, or that would just be all kinds of bad. It's too uncontrollable. Dark says it's so much fun on the luchador jumping. All right, Dark, do you really want to drive a robot that jumps? Imagine what that would feel like when you land. I think that would be a very painful robot, right? That thing would land and your whole body would be like, bam, you'd be like, oh, oh. I don't know if you've ever jumped a car before, but it hurts when you land. So this was my friend, all right? My friend almost killed us one day. He lived in this little town and there was a set of railroad tracks, and he's like, okay, I jump these all the time in my car. He says, do about 50, going about 40, 50 miles per hour when you go over the set of railroad tracks, right? So I'm like, okay. And we hit that set of railroad tracks. I would say we were probably about 10 foot in the air. And when that car landed, bam! Oh my God. It was painful. It was very painful. It sucked, actually. I don't think I want to have a jumping robot. What about an Amugi for the teleporter? I don't know. I mean, if you wanted to go to the grocery store, you could just kind of fly over to the grocery store, but I don't know. I'm not sure that's as ideal. What's up, Blob? How are you doing today? Dark wants the luchador's reflector shield. Yeah, I think I would rather have one that just flies in the air all the time. What kind of car did I jump the tracks in, man? It was some sort of Chevy station wagon that I bought off of somebody for like $300. I painted it flat black with an olive green racing stripe, and I painted the mirrors olive green. And I got some of that that vinyl stickers, and I made like a little thing that went across the top window, like a little sun thing that was olive green. The funny thing is, people would see the car coming down the street and they thought it was an actual race car, and then it would get up close. They'd be like, oh, it's just a piece of junk. That car was fun, man. It was such a piece of crap, though. It was a good time, but it was a piece of junk. When I was younger, right, when I was in like my 20s, 18, 19, 20, I would buy cars for $50, $200, $300, and I would drive it for 3 months or 6 months until it broke. Then I'd go buy another $100 or $300 piece of crap. And, you know, I went through a lot of cars, but that was way cheaper than having car payments, you know what I mean? It worked. It worked out good, actually. Bob says, what do you think about the hover? Hover is cool. I mean, if you're talking about owning one in real life, that would be a super fun robot to own. But if you're talking about playing it in the game, it's very hard to do well with that once you get up into Champion League. It goes up in the air and it's just kind of like a target for people to shoot at. So It needs something. In the game, it needs something to be viable in the higher leagues. They need to give it some defense points or something. It should get like 90% defense points in the air. That'd be great. Epic Gamer says, I wonder how Nessa Rig survives the impact when she uses the Rook's castling jump. I don't know. I hope it's got a good suspension on the seat or something. I hope it's got a good shock mount on the seat, right? You would have to have some sort of shock suspension on the seat that it didn't jar you to death when you landed. Mech says the Yao Ming also has infinite flight. Yeah, the Ming does, but it's very slow. It's like super, super slow. It's like a turtle. It's big and slow and awkward, so I don't think I would go with the Ming. I still say in real life I would own the Fafnir just because it's not as big. It looks cool. It can fly as long as you want. I'll take it. Mech said he would like to have the special edition Aether. I can see that. That would be a cool thing to fly around in, actually. I could do that too. It's a little bit too big, though. Do you know how big a Titan is? Like, how big they're supposed to be? That would be like flying the Statue of Liberty around or something. Yeah, we're on a conversation about what robots would you like to own if you could have one in real life. Dark says there are so many bots, and war robots in real life would be violation of the laws of physics. That's true. That is true. Lob says I'm in Champion League and use the Pascal drone with 2 immune amps and Last Stand with ultimate power stars and magnetars. I don't know what robot you're using, but Pascal is nice. I like the Pascal. I like immune amps, and I like ultimate pulsars, and I like magnetars. So that's a good setup for just about anything. Epic Gamer says, I wonder how Americans would act seeing a Zmej Muramitz flying around. They would probably think we were being invaded by aliens and they would lose their mind. Oh my god, it's an alien invasion. Everybody run. I think that's pretty much how that would go. Alright, so Ruya says, what would be your weapon choice for Lantern? I'm not sure what you're asking, my friend. I mean, the lanterns are good, nice. They're nice weapons. I mean, they don't do as much damage as they used to, but they can still blind people. With that new mothership out, though, everybody's running that new mothership where you can't get blinded and stuff, so I don't know. But I'm not sure what you're asking there. Epic Gamer says, Chinese-American collab. What's my favorite map? Probably the moon map. I like the moon map for some weird reason. And I also like Shenzhen. Those are the 2 maps I really like a lot. What would be my weapon of choice for the angler? Alright, so I think I would run something with lockdown on it. Mainly because you don't want people to get away. You want to be able to lock people down so they can't run away from your angler. So I'm kind of thinking I would run 3 magnetars and maybe on the heavy slot, Maybe a flamethrower. I think a flamethrower and 3 magnetars, or maybe a redeemer and 3 magnetars would be really awesome on him right now. I would run the magnetars for the lockdown and then just put a heavy weapon on there that does a lot of damage. I think that would be a good setup, actually. Blob would like to have a phantom with max speed. That would be fun, too. Brown likes the power plant map for the beacons, or TDM. Shadow Ranger likes Roman Dead City. Edward likes Dead City. Dark Matter likes the moon map and Shenzhen. Roya, you're welcome. Now, the one map I don't like is the big giant monster, Yamantau. I like the map. I don't like the size of the map. It's like, most maps are this big. Yamantau is like this big. Yamantau is just too dang big. Too much Yamantau. That's all I got to say. How does one TRA work? I don't know what a TRA is, actually. Shadow says, what should I go with? Full Sonics on Rook? Or should I use 2 Vajras and an Alpha Sonic weapon? Alright, so if you're using a Sonic weapon with like the Vajras, the reloads are going to get weird on you. Personally, I don't like to run those two together because, yeah, the reload times get really wonky between those two weapons. So I would just run all Sonics, I think, if that was my choices. Alright, so how can you make war robots a trend in your neighborhood? I guess make flyers? Make flyers that say, play war robots, download today, and then go put them in all the mailboxes or on people's doors in your neighborhood? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I guess that's, or knock on your neighbor's door and say, hello, sir. Do you have time to talk about my favorite game, War Robots? You should play it. Something like that, maybe? Dark Matter says, for some reason I see tons of players running Maha, Vajra, and Avoras. Probably because that's all they have. They might not have a matching set of weapons. Sometimes you have to use what you got. I mean, I could definitely play that, but I wouldn't like it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't like it, but I could play it. Alright, so your current alpha is only level 1. Yeah, I mean, you would definitely need to level that up a little bit more if you want to play it. So, for now, play your highest level stuff. Even if it doesn't match, sometimes you got to use what you got until you can upgrade something else. But eventually, I would want to run a matching set when possible, or at least things that have very similar reload times. Dark Matter says, I suck at typing on keyboards. Forgive my horrible, terrible typos. He says, my typos are so bad that they suck. Alright, I don't even notice you doing typos, man. I don't even notice the typos, but I'm dyslexic, so I read things wrong anyways. Max said he'd been seeing a lot of tier 2 bots in Champion League. Alright, so Archangel says, did you ever troll anybody in War Robots? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you mean by that. I'm not really sure what your idea of trolling somebody is. Kron says, great recommendation for getting neighbors interested in warbots. I mean, yeah, that's... It might work. You never know. You might have a neighbor that's like, heck yeah, I like warbots fighting games. Let's go do it. That'll be cool. The worst they can say is, I don't want to play that game. They might be like, yeah, let's go do some war robots. That'll be awesome, man. Let's go do it to it. Yeah. Epic says, Dark, why can't you edit your comments instead of deleting them? Can you edit comments on the live stream? I don't think you can you? I don't think that's a possibility. X says, I once killed Danny's Eiffel on the carrier map with my Typhon by locking it down while I was floating over the water. Proof or it didn't happen. Proof or it didn't happen. That's what I say. Oh, man. Yeah, Shadow. Yeah, that's the worst they could say is I don't want to play that game or no thank you. But or they could say, get off my lawn, jerk. I mean, you know, somebody might get mad that you got on their lawn. You interrupted my dinner for that. You never know. Somebody might get mad. Mix it. It's on one of your streams. I still don't believe it. Oh, man. I don't believe it. Nobody ever kills me. My robots are invincible. Okay, that's a lie, but... I'm reading back up to the chat. Hold on a second. What's your weapon style? I don't know what that means. Preferably, I like green and orange weapons. They look pretty nice. Alright, Shadow says I have a Typhon with 4 bendy guns and the ghost skill. The balance unit and 2 gold reactors. That's probably pretty fun to play. I haven't played those bendy guns on a Typhon in a long time, but I bet that's still pretty good. I bet that's still pretty decent. I think you'd have a lot of fun with that, actually. Typhon's a fun robot. I do like Typhon. Ouch. Alright, so Panic just killed a hacker. Not all hackers are good. There are some terrible hackers out there. I'll tell you what, we ran into some weird stuff yesterday where robots actually people's Ochi-Kochis seem to be teleporting onto our home beacon. They would just materialize out of nowhere. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It was very weird. So I'm guessing that's some sort of new hack. Like you'd be on your home beacon and an Ochi-Kochi would just be like, bloop, here I am. Like it was so strange. But we went against that clan like 4 or 5 times and lots of weird stuff was happening. So either there was some sort of crazy lag or they had some sort of like teleportation hacks going on. I don't know what it was, but it was weird. It was super weird. But, I don't know. I mean, I don't run into... I mean, we do run into hackers here and there, but I don't feel like there's that many. I don't know. It depends, I guess. Yeah, I'm not really sure why you can't edit comments on the live stream. That would be nice if you could, but I guess they're like, nope, not going to let them do it. Alright, so fainters, unfortunately, they run out of ammo very quickly and they have a really long reload time, so I'm not into the fainters at all. Those would be one of my last choices of weapons to run. Like, I wouldn't run a fainter unless that's all I had. I'm not into those. Now, back in the day when they were new, they were cool, but that's one of those weapons when they nerfed it to the point where it's not really playable anymore, in my opinion. So, I'm not into those. What's up, Pexful? He deleted his message, so I don't know what it said, but hello, hello! Alright, continues! Wow, it's almost 1 o'clock already. This stream's just about over, guys and gals. Ned says, you are the best YouTuber ever. Thank you, Ned. I don't know if I'm the best YouTuber, but hey, I appreciate the kind words. Hold on. Alright. Had to wait for that yawn to pass by. Oh, man. But I will say a Mars with Fortifier would be good. I like Fortifier on the Mars. I still like the Mars robot. It dies really easy, but it's still fun to play. Dark Matter says, thank you for the videos, Danny. I like your sense of humor. Now, my clan leader says my sense of humor is dry like a piece of toast. He says I don't have a sense of humor. So, according to him, I'm not very funny. Do I think the Lynx is good with Nucleons or Glory on Masters 3? So, I don't like the regular Glories. Now, if you have the Ultimate Glory, the Ultimate version is brutal. But I don't really like the Glories, so I would say you're best off with the other thing. Nucleons would probably be my choice over the Glories, personally. I think the Nucleons are an overall nice weapon, and I mean, they're not the greatest weapon in the game, but they're very nice overall. I would go with the Nucleons. Dark says your clan leader is harsh. Oh man, he's a mean guy, man. Mean. All he does, he never says anything nice to me, Dark Matter. He says horrible, mean things about me. He is, he hurts my feelings all the time. Now, you know how buddies talk crap to each other. He's just one of those. He's one of those crap talkers. You know what I mean? He means it in a good way, though. That's his way of showing that he cares. Shadow says, I'm leveling up my shell. I don't know about the shell, Shadow. I can't ever get a shell to perform well, so I'm not the person to ask about a shell. I apologize. But if you use my shell build, it would probably be awful. So yeah, I can't figure out a shell build that's worth a darn. Most robots I can tell you something, but not with the shell. My shell is like a turd sandwich, so I honestly feel like something's wrong with it, maybe, because it just dies so fast. I might have a bad one. Brandon says, what Titan should I use in Master League to replace my Rook? Alright, so right now, of course, the Bedware is top-notch. The Eiffel is top-notch. Indra is really good. Luchador is really good. And I think Minos is really good. So any of those are really good. Sirius is kind of a cool Titan, but I don't think that's something everybody's going to find fun. So as long as they don't nerf the Luchador, if you can put 3 or 4 repair amps on a Luchador, it's a very, very, very strong robot right now. Ned says, why do you think you're a bad YouTuber? I don't think I'm a bad YouTuber, but I mean, there's millions of YouTubers in the world, so I'm probably not the best YouTuber. You know what I mean? Out of all the people in the world, I don't think I'm the best YouTuber. There's millions and millions and millions of people on YouTube, so I think I make good videos, but I'm not sure that I'm the world's best. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so Shadow says, when's the Eiffel getting a nerf? I'm not really sure, my friend. I have no idea. Ned says, you're a really good YouTuber. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think I'm pretty good at it. I think I do alright at it. Yeah, I'm not really sure if they're going to nerf the Eiffel anytime soon. Alright, so Natasha. Angel has a Natasha, Leo, Doc, and Retro Crisis, and a Kid Titan. Alright, so Pursuer. Let's talk about Pursuer for a minute. That is a great little robot. Last time I played this Pursuer a couple months ago, I mean, I loved it. If you get the pilot for it that makes it stay in stealth longer, you've got, what is it, like 12 or 14 seconds worth of stealth or something ridiculous like that? It's just really, really fun. Hold on a second. Is someone yelling for me? I think I hear the people I live with. I think I heard someone yelling for me. Hold on. Maybe not. They might have just been like talking to each other, but I thought I heard my name. Never mind. But yeah, Pursuer is pretty cool. I mean, so Natasha's something I would not play in the higher leagues. Leo is something I would not play in the higher leagues. Doc's not something that I would play at all. And Crisis is a great sniper. But I like Crisis and I like Pursuer. Albert, how you doing today? Albert says, hello from South America. Hello, Albert. Russ says, you might not be one of the best, but you're one of the coolest YouTubers. Well, thank you. Epic Gamer, yeah, I'm glad you find this stuff helpful, buddy. I definitely try to be as helpful as possible. So I'm glad you find it all to be super helpful. Eiffel with flamethrowers. That's a pretty crazy deal, actually. That's a very scary setup. I don't like to run into anything with that many weapons. Ooh, that's nasty. That's nasty. You gotta kill that thing before it can get up in the air. If you see an Eiffel of flamethrowers drop in, the whole team should go over there and try and kill it right away because it's not easy to deal with. Not easy to deal with at all. That's for sure. What do you guys like better, the no background or the blue background? What do you guys like? Let me know. I think I almost like it better without the background. If you're looking at my camera there. Luca, you out of here. Have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. Dark likes the video background. So he likes to see the little blue background there. Epic thinks that the Epic Gamer thinks that the pyros deal less damage than the Avora at point blank. Huh. Interesting. Kron likes the yellow War Robots background. I'm not sure what you mean by that. The yellow War Robots background. I don't know. Edward, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that, man. He made a donation. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to give it a little heart and a like. A heart and a like. All right. Now I can do this with the background. Oh, wait. I think I just did the wrong thing. I turned myself yellow. I was trying to turn the background. I was trying to turn the background a different color. And I turned myself into a freaking Martian. Well. No, I'm a Smurf. Alright, sorry. There, I'm a purple grape. Let me fix that. Hold on. Alright, let's put that back to normal. This is what I wanted to do. Let me go with color correction. There we go. Now I can make this thing just about any color we want. I can make it like yellow. I can make it blue, yellow, red, pink, purple, whatever color we want. Shadow says the dannylightning Shrek edition. Tron likes the yellow one. I kind of like the yellow one as well. Maybe I could just turn it different colors. And I wish there was a way to make it do like rainbow colors where it would just like stay in a rainbow. Yeah, the yellow one does look pretty nice, doesn't it? It almost does look better than the blue. I don't know. It's hard to say which one looks better. Then we can do different colors of blue. We can have like a dark blue or like a nice light blue, blue-green color. Booger green. We got the lime booger green right there. All right. Make myself into a black silhouette with a voice changer. I could probably do that. But I don't think I have any voice changers. Well, I kind of do, but they're not very good ones. Alright, so Angel said, guess where I got my Retro Crisis? Did you win it off of a giveaway? That'd be my guess. Andrew says, make black. Will? You want to see a black background? Let me see if I can even do that. Not quite. Yeah, I could have a black background. That's kind of boring. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't think I like it. I could have a white background. I don't think I like that either. That's weird. Alright, let me reset all that and put it back to normal, and then I can have black and white. I don't like that either. Okay. Make an impression of Darth Vader. I don't think I know how that. I don't think I know how to do all that. I'm not that good with that stuff. Ultimate Edition color. All right, yeah, I'm not really a designer, so I might, yeah, I don't know. This is just like a little video clip, so I can't really do too much with it, or except for change the main color. But I don't know how to work with like I don't know how to make my own graphics and stuff, so. Do I think that picks and nerf the Titan Flame range? Maybe. Maybe. I think around 350 is a little much for those. They do a lot of damage. Maybe 300 would be a little better. I don't know. I just don't know. Shadow says, what impression can you make? Impression? What do you mean? Like, you want me to impersonate somebody? Like, hey, it's Fat Albert. That's a very bad, or I could do a, get to the chopper now. See, I'm not very good at doing impersonations. Or maybe I can do a Cleveland Brown and say, that's nasty. That's nasty. No, I'm not good at impersonating people, man. Stop. Please stop talking. Cleveland Brown, man. Did you guys watch the Cleveland Brown show? I don't know why, but I always liked that. I haven't seen that in a while. But I love that show. Alright, so saying unfortunately in order to get the second Titan pilot, you're probably going to have to buy it with real money. Like if you look in the daily deals, you'll see those Titan pilots for sale for like $6 or $8 all the time, but I don't think you're going to get another one without buying it. Does anybody else know of another way to get a second Titan pilot without paying real money for it? I assume you're trying to get another Yang Li, but... What's up, Penguin? He says, wouldn't it be yellow because dannylightning? Maybe. Alright, so Shadow loves the chopper. Get to the chopper now. Yeah, I'm not good at impersonations at all. Alright, guys and gals, if you got any last minute War Robots questions, get them on in there because I gotta pee. And our stream time's about up for the day, so. Did I do that? Steve Urkel? Did I do that? Yeah, I'm not very good at that either. Yep. No, that was not a good Steve Urkel impression. Yeah, don't ask me to do impressions. I suck at it. Oh, man. Peter Griffin. There's my Peter Griffin impression, right? That might also be an impression of a dolphin and Peter Griffin at the same time. Delivering gears to Ireland? I don't know what that means, my friend. Delivering your gears to Ireland? I have no idea. What day is the giveaway? One giveaway just ended, and there's actually 3 more that are still going right now, so. So Dark, my Phantom guide that I made a couple of weeks ago before the buff is still pretty relevant, but if I could put any weapons on it, I would build it exactly the same, but if I could put any weapons on it, of course, I would have the electric weapons, the new Tesla zappers. But besides maybe the weapons, the build would be exactly the same as what I showed on that last video, so that's still pretty up to date and relevant. Shadow, no, I don't have a Fujin plushie, my friend. I don't have a Fujin plushie. When will the winners be announced? So if you're talking about the Feng bow, that the giveaway that just ended, probably today. You know, I should probably announce those today. I was thinking about doing it this morning, but I ran out of time, so if I got time later today, I'll make a quick video just announcing the winners of that giveaway, so. Why am I running Venoms the whole time of the video? I don't know, it's old video footage. There was a time where Venoms were actually really good. They're decent weapons now, but they used to be the best weapon in the game for a long time. I don't think Warbots has action figures, but they did come up with like a stuffed animal of a Fujin, like a little stuffed animal type of thing. But it's not an animal, it's a stuffed Fujin, I guess you would call it. I wish they would come out with action figures. I think those would sell like crazy. I think if they came out with action figures, like little like 6-inch tall or 12-inch tall toys of robots, I think people would buy those like crazy. I think everybody would buy those. Anyways, I think our stream time is up for the day. I just want to say thank you guys all for coming out. You guys are super awesome. Sky, hey, what's up, buddy? Unfortunately, I see a couple people are just showing up right at the end here. The 7art7, what's up, man? I apologize for having to end this right when you guys are showing up, but we've been streaming for a while, and I got to get my stuff done for the day, but yeah, I'm going to try and find time to make a quick video and just release the Feng Bow winners a little later. I got a couple things I need to get done really fast, and then after that, I'll try and work on that. And then tomorrow, I'm going to try out the new Calamities and the new Aljun on video, so you guys can see what you're up against. I mean, from what I can see, those new Calamities are scary weapons. They are scary. I feel like they're bugged. I don't think they're supposed to be doing as much damage as they're doing, so I think they bugged them. They are nasty, so I'm gonna show everybody what to be afraid of. I'm gonna, you know, say don't. If you see this on the battlefield, you might want to run, because unless they fixed them already, but they're nasty. They're nasty. All right, guys and gals, thank you for coming out to the stream. I appreciate you guys big time. Thank you to all the channel members. Thank you to everybody who watches my videos and hangs out with me on the streams. I really do appreciate the support. You guys are super duper awesome. If whoever's used my code when you're buying stuff on the web shop, I appreciate that. A few people have bought something over there and put in my code, and I've made like a couple dollars. It's kind of funny, but I get these payments for like $1.27 and $2.50 every couple of days coming in from that Warrobots web shop thing. But they keep sending me these like little teeny tiny payments every couple of days for like $2 or $1.75 or something. I wish they would like not send it till you hit like $200 or $50 or something. Anyways, thank you guys. I really do appreciate all. You guys are super amazing. And yeah, catch you guys next time.